Just getting going here this morning, folks. I'll leave the camera right just like that to see if anybody can figure out what's wrong with this picture. JP Carbon Base. Good to see you, man. 7 days a week. Oh, I need Sign Cutter to get in here because I gotta talk to him. Oh, JP, it's good to hook up with you finally on the live. I've got so many answers I need to give to JP. He's asked about a few things, but hang in there, folks. I'm having a rough morning here. Johan Stubbs, how you doing, man? I can't wait for all the comments. Drop the bombs. Go ahead. I can't wait to hear it all. Ain't you ever done this shit before? What are you doing? It's your first day. I mean, I can't wait to hear it all. uh, Wyoming, huh? Oh. Johan Stubbs, DP, J Lemon. Yep, we're froze up. So here's the deal. Um, this is the second time now that's happened. Last time we were dirty though. There was kind of more reason behind it, but this time here, this is classic ice ring. And I'll start off with part of the problem. Probably there's two things I did wrong. Part of the problem is you get so used to the weather up here, the temperature. Yep, the weed burner. Well, if you're looking at the picture, you'll see I got my weed burner in my tank right there. It's all right there, right on my left, my driver's side. Um, what I was saying here, you get so used to the winter, right? And that night, it was like what I consider to be a warm night. Even on the live stream, I was trying to tell everybody how nice it was. But it was 23 degrees and fog, freezing fog. And then the wind came in and the temperature dropped, and it was probably like 12. But it felt like a 40, 50 degree day, after you've been in this weather all winter. So part of it was it was kind of nice out. The other part of it was I should have pulled my hoses off. Um, but after like a 16-hour run, I wasn't even thinking about it. But usually I don't have to. This trailer was blown off, completely blown off. I can't believe I got low power on one of my phones here. Last load of the night, dumped the airbags, blew the trailer off, went in the vacuum, sucked the right-hand 4-inch out, closed the valve, which doesn't explain how it must be leaking by the valve. But then I went back and blew it off again. And usually that's good. That's all you need, because you can if anything does accumulate back there, it'll just put like an inch in the bottom of your hose and you'll be fine. But for some reason, this time it didn't. We must have had a pretty good ice ring in there. We held about 800 barrels that night, so I probably had a good ice ring in there, and they're all melted. We were off for a day or so after that, and I think it melted, came to the back. You see I left my left-hand valve open, and it just filled everything up, broke my fittings. Like I said, it usually doesn't happen like that. But I should have pulled my hoses. If I would have pulled my sight glasses and hoses, wouldn't have this problem. Hang on, folks. I got a few other things to talk to you about too. Some other news and stuff. And we're trying to get 2 loads of oil out of the production wells this morning. but the release road is iced up pretty good, so see what happens there. All right. Coffee up. I'm done with coffee. All right. 20 degrees, but I think it's colder. Yeah, we got some fixing to do here Monday morning. It's just the sump right there. I could probably put the torch on here. Or I wonder if I don't know, the rig heater might make it over here. We could do that too. But I don't think we broke. I know we broke this one. This is brand new. I just put this one together. Damn it. Ruined that one. Yeah. No, I'm gonna torch it all out today and get it cleared out, ready for tomorrow morning. I'll go put new fittings on it. I should have left that open too. I usually do. And like I said, usually you might get a little bit of buildup in there, but that usually doesn't happen. It must have had a really good ice ring in there, and then it melted down and screwed everything up. Oh, yeah. Everything's such a mess. It's that time of year. Yeah, there's my weed burner right there. Because number one, people are gonna say, "Oh, just get the torch out." Well, the torch is right there. You got to do it. You actually got to grab it and light it up. Like I said, it's one of those things, folks. It was just one of those days. Light on the back of the handles. I don't know which one you're talking about. Light on the back. Oh, that little light on the back where my sight glass is. Yeah, I've always done that, and a lot of people come over when I'm offloading and go, "That's great. I should do that," and I don't see anybody else do it. But I always put a spotlight right next to my sight glass because then it just makes it so much better to see it. You can really see what you're loading, unloading. I used to put an LED strip on the sight glass on the bottom, and then I had it like taped over. But then every time you have to take your fittings apart, you have this wire, and it got in the way. It was actually a patent idea I had a while back, but I don't see it actually working. Like a lighted sight glass, in other words. That's it, folks. I'm not really in the mood to do it, and I got to deal with the production moment today. Make sure we get loads out by tomorrow, or none of us get paid. And then the other thing is we're losing 2 rigs, so we have 4 rigs now. We're losing 2. You'll never guess why. It happens to the best. Best wishes. Maybe put the truck second. Yeah. I'm not in too big of a hurry. I'm not too worried about it. Once we'll put the burner on there and the heat to it, it'll clear out pretty quick. And then usually I just go around the corner. I got a hot well here, A real hot well. It's like 180 degrees and I'll pull 10 barrels through it and it'll clear it right out. If that chute off the rig heater will make it over here, I'll probably just fire it up. I don't know. I'm not in the mood to be out there, really. But, what was that streamer on last night, JP? That guy, Mike, something or other. Mike, if you're in here or whatever later, good to see you. Good to have you on the channel. I thought he was hauling up in Newtown a lot. I don't know what he does now, but he was a cool guy. That was a cool live stream last night. I wish I knew the name so people could go over there. Mike Mischief or something like that. Or... Anyways, we have 4 rigs. They're going down to 2. They can't find any rig hands. They have not enough rig hands and employees, people to run the rig, and it's causing problems. The producer's not happy. They can't find people, so they're gonna just shut the rig down and run 2. And I don't know what that means for us. I doubt anything will really change. I'm not going to say which ones it was, but some of them were a real shit show. And that's kind of why, because they didn't have anybody there. And that, along with the locations being so tight now, kind of makes for a mess. So that's, there's just nobody up here. And people aren't coming back. I think they're really going to have to do something with the money to get what the people they need. And they seem like they don't want to spend a dime right now, but I think they're going to have to make the pay so outstanding that people will come up here and work through the winter. Of course, spring and summer are coming, so maybe they're hoping, Anyways, Johan, yep, I'm hoping my day gets better too. Yeah, I know, JP, you're always talking about getting people up here and trying to. I don't know. I think there's a lot to it, man, especially now after what these people have done to us for the past couple of years, I think people just are in a different mindset now. The people that used to be wanting to change their lives and pick themselves up out of a bad situation and rebuild their lives, that's what it used to be mostly up here. And now I think everybody's just like, screw it. I mean, look at what's happened to everybody over the past 2 years. I don't know. I don't want to go on a rant about that. I don't know what that means. So anyways, the rigs are getting cut down, and then we got a call that they're moving some of them out east for the carbon capture deal, which is I think it's horse shit, but I don't want to get into that. But keep my feelings about that aside. But they're taking rigs from out here back east quite a ways. I guess east of the coal mines, somewhere around there. And they're drilling holes for carbon capture where they're gonna shove the CO2 down hole. And apparently it pays really, really good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. It's a long trip. It's quite a ways away, and I don't know if I want to burn all that fuel to make some extra money. We'll find out next week. But the money is considerably, they were throwing numbers around like 140 an hour for trucks. Oh, I better put my glasses on. I can't see shit here. Anyways, folks, hope you're all having a good Sunday. Is that Sema Jesse? I don't know what that means. Didn't they try that carbon capture before it lasted like a year or so? Then I don't remember. There might have been something like that going on. Maybe they got it figured out now. I don't know. It's just politics, if you ask me. But Johan, it's in North Dakota. It's just east of me. It's kind of like over by the middle of the state more. It's just far for me. I mean, Justin Snow, what's up, man? You're here. Justin's OG. I should make him a mod. I need to figure out how to make mods, man. I'm gonna need them. I think. Hopefully, I'm pretty proud of my channel. I don't have any not too many shitbags as far as I can tell. Yeah, 140 did sound good. I'm just wondering how much extra fuel I'm going to burn at 450 a gallon. You know, that's how they get you. They always do that to you. Oh, it's great, and then you find out you're burning $50 an hour in fuel. How do I do this? Let me try something. Oh, here we go. Hey, let's see if that worked. Trying to make some mods here, folks. But you guys let me know if anything changed for you on the screen there. What happened to all the safety sallies on my channel? Exactly, Justin. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of entertaining. I guess all I got to do is wait till it warms up, and I'll go out there with no sleeves and no hard hat on, and somebody will say something. I'm not the best guy to be talking to about safety. I've been through it all, though. I could probably be a good safety guy. I have plenty of stories to tell. Yeah, 450. I think that's what it is now. Last time I fueled up, I think it was 450 a gallon for number one. I usually try to put number two in with a bunch of hows, but it was getting so cold here, I didn't want to risk it. Anyways, I don't really want to get out of the truck. So that's about it, folks. I mean, between the rigs moving, that carbon capture thing being froze up, yeah, things are. And you know, 114.95 was oil when it closed on Friday. And we still had a couple days off in between on the rig fills. That I'm just saying that would never, ever, ever happen back in the day. At $100 oil, you'd be busy no matter what. And yeah, I could make some phone calls and I could go to different places. I'm just kind of over it. I won't be here next winter, I can guarantee you that. Not all winter. I got my Trump flags today. I wish I could. I want to show them so bad. All right. We should see if that rig heater will fire up at first. It's been sitting out here all winter. I haven't even touched it, so it's doubtful. I think everything's starting to melt. got to clear code. That wasn't working last time. Yeah, this is always fun to figure out. Whatever happened to just turning the key? I'll try it. I'd rather this thing just fire up and then I could just throw the let it run on there for a while. Yeah, it's that butterfly. It's that intake valve. And I don't know why I can't find the code for it, but this thing here, I want to do that. Always wanted a rig heater. Now I got one today. I ain't using it. That's pretty different. I bet that would work if I could just get it. Alright, I gotta put you guys on. Figure this out. Put you. Little fire engine. Figure out why that isn't working. All right, maybe not. Oh, she's dead. All right, so there goes that idea, folks. Let's just get back in the truck and call it a day. We'll get the weed burner out and torch on it a little bit. You've had some good nights with the rig heaters, JP. Isn't that what everybody does? Don't you sign in, do the safety meeting, and then go find a place to hide, a warm place? When you're on frack and stuff? That's what I tell everybody. Carbon base. I'm sure glad I drive somebody else's rig, yep. I tell you what, right now, fuel has never really been a concern, but it sure is now. 78 degrees, yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it no matter what the pay is out there then. 60 in Arkansas. Oh, I love it down there. We always wanted to move back to the Ozarks, but it didn't happen. I'd still like to, but man, I don't know. The desert's looking better and better to me. Just give me a second, folks, and we'll go. If I can find a lighter, I might not be able to light the damn torch. Anybody got a lighter? I don't smoke anymore. I've done this a couple nights ago and I wouldn't have a problem. I don't even know if you can light the damn thing. unprepared, folks. What's going on with you guys? Justin, you're gonna be leaving? Oh, you're just leaving. I don't expect you to stay. Everybody's got shit to do. Good to see you, though, man. Good to see you. I was really glad to get on here this morning. I wanted to make some mods because it's easier for me to do some live streams now. I've got a ton of videos that I need to do, but there's so much time with the editing and everything. 379 to 424. Man, I tell you what, I was talking to a company man, and they're thinking $125 a barrel by April 1st. So, that's going to be $5+ diesel for us. I mean, that's going to be crazy. And I told them, I've been mentioning it the last week or so a couple times. I'm like, what's going on with the rates? Why aren't we getting a fuel surcharge and stuff? And so far they haven't done it. I know a lot of us drivers got together and talked about it. I mean, we're going to have to do something, because I'm not going to burn, when you're loaded and humping water all day, you're burning, sometimes you could be burning $50 of fuel an hour. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I guess I got to do that math. But either way, $5 diesel, if it gets to that point, something's got to happen. This isn't a hobby. We're not doing this for fun. Sometimes. I think Carbon Base has it made, man. That's pretty nice down there. What are the rates like down there, Carbon Base? You have any idea what the rates are to the truck? I think, are you production? No, you're on rig stuff like I am. JP, you on days off or what? Just taking a little downtime? It's kind of hard for me this morning, JP. This is my medication day, and I feel like absolute garbage. I'm not really in the mood to be preaching. But it's true. It's true. I don't know what to say about it. I don't want to. It's, I mean, obviously, these oil companies, they have a plan, but that plan needs to include paying, they're bitching about not having trucks and workers and stuff. Well, I'm sorry, but if it costs you a little bit more money to make things happen, you're going to have to do it. I mean, it's not like they're not making record profits, right? There's two ways to look at that. I mean, I got a well that's been down for a month and a half because we couldn't get a rig in there because there was no workers. And we're just now getting 2 loads of oil out. So, we spent 30-40 grand on a rig and tubing and downhole work. So, we sell 2 loads of oil. It's a break-even situation. So there's also the other side of it. I get it, but Johan, how often do you get paid? Work today, do the invoice, how long? I'm in a really good situation. I worked. I decided to lease on with this company specifically for the location of the work and the pay, and we get paid every 2 weeks just like a normal paycheck. So they take 15%, and checks direct deposit every 2 weeks. It's great. It's perfect. It's like a job. It's the best of both worlds. And there's not many up here that do that. For years, I was 60 to 90 days out on payment. Um, Usually, if you're up here running as an owner operator, you can get by getting paid every 30 days. So you're like 30 days out. Um, I'm here to tell you facts. I have waited. I've been out 90, 120 days on payments before. Um, so when I got the chance to hook up with this company and do this work, I just took it. So it really matters on who you're working for, what company you're running for. Um, and I have my own work too. I have my own MSAs. Not so much anymore after 2020, but those were even worse. There were times when I was direct customer billing that, man, you'd be lucky to see the money, and after like 3 months, you were making phone calls. It was even worse, even tougher. Man, I got to get the sign cutter. I'm surprised he hasn't been in here. Sign cutter, if you're watching, I will get a hold of you today. I will shoot you an email back. I did get it. All right, I'm warm enough. I don't have a lighter though. Been pretty quiet for the past couple days too. There are a lot of trucks on the road. We did have a nice storm come through though. Shut things down a little bit. JP, you never told me. What are you doing? You back home yet or what? On the road still? JP, you asked about trailer spec a long time ago. And probably something else that I forgot. Specking out a trailer, man. I mean, that just depends on the trailer, right? But I can tell you some important things that I think look for when you're buying a trailer. Obviously, the workings of the trailer, like, the dry van, you'd know more about that, but like the walls and the floor and stuff. But for me, it's more the running gear, the frame, the air lines, the electrical. Most importantly, the most important stuff for me is the running gear, is the hubs, the brakes, S cams. Number one, man. I mean, who greases their S cams? Nobody greases their S cams. So you go under there. A little tattletale sign is you'll have, if you have 3 worn out brakes and 1 brand new. Did the guy just put 1 set of brand new brakes on there, or is that one not working? So, specking out a trailer, I mean, the number one thing I do is go check them slack adjusters and pull them brakes and see if the S cams aren't all seized up. But nothing will cost you more on a trailer than having to go through and replace all your running gear, your trailing gear, your tires, brakes, hubs, S cams, slack adjusters. If that helps at all, man. I don't know if you were talking tanker or not. there and torch it. I might just let it sit in the sun all day. I'm gonna have to delete a video now because it pretty much covered everything. You guys want to see what kind of shape the truck is in? Because it is just terrible. I'm gonna go pop the hood. Show you how and this old Detroit is just screaming for some help. Oh, we got it. Oh, we should do that. That's a good idea. It was pretty good back there. I am getting every last mile out of this tire. That'll get some comments for sure. I mean, we got a little. All the rest are pretty good. I'll probably make it till summer on them, but I'm getting every mile I can out of that tire. Both those, that whole set right there. Tighter. Got a leak on the pump. Gotta fix. Look at the shit, man. Just typical North Dakota. As soon as it gets warm here, we can get everything washed off and clean. Yes. Bushings. Got to do bushings everywhere. I'm not. The one on the other side I got to do for sure, but we might as well just do them all in sets. So that'll be first on the list. All them rubbers are shot. That thing's broken. I can't even move my fifth wheel. It has a lot to do with why it's pushing. But I'm also pretty sure we have full lockers in this Pete because she'll push through the corner. Fix that. Well, back we blew an airline. I had to get it home somehow. It was a mess. That thing keeps giving me trouble. I got to do the fuel lines. Hang on, I'll get her open. It's cold, folks. I don't want to be out here. I'll probably show you what I'm going to do on the motor and call it a day. Put you some. Alright, for starters, probably gonna look how dirty it is. Probably gonna do fuel pump. We're having fuel issues we always have with this motor. It's got a fuel knock. I don't know if we're getting air in the line somewhere, but I'm probably just going to replace that fuel pump and all new lines all the way back to the tanks. Maybe a new fuel filter set up there, separator. Where's that line going back? The line going back to the back of the head. We're going to do all that. New intercooler. Gotta do a new tube charge air cooler because I think it's got some leaks. The worst thing is the exhaust leak. Look how black it is. See that? That just started. So I should pull the turbo and put a new manifold on there, but I think for now we're just going to try to pack that, do that rope, asbestos rope packing in there. Just kind of a bush fix for now. We should probably get in and run the overhead, but she's a good strong motor. It runs good. I just need to limp it along, do some maintenance on it until it's time to make her mint again. She's not burning too much. I think I've been putting like a half a gallon in every 2 weeks. So it is what it is. That don't bother me none. This is the bad bushing over here. It's hard to see it. I'll show you what bad bushing looks like. If I can get, I don't know if I can, folks. I don't know how to show you. I don't know if you can see that. It's shiny metal. That's that bushing there's in and out. Need to get that done. I don't know how much else I can think of. What do we got? There's a delay on live, yeah. I haven't been doing very many of them, so I'll have to get used to them, I guess. Just that's perfect, yeah. That's perfect for up here, yeah. There's no steel showing. I'll just tell DOT I haven't seen sparks, so it must be good. Yep. Scoria's your worst and best friend up here. When it's icy out, you love to see it. When it's the brand new chunky 3-inch plus they put down on pad, you're just worried about how bad it's tearing everything up. But I don't know, folks. I guess I'm getting old or just sick of it, but the cold's getting to me. All right, I'm gonna go find a lighter, fire up the torch, and get this going. But it's true, isn't it, JP? I mean, what's your most favorite sight coming down a lease road that's all iced up in a truck? Fresh, chunky Scoria. You know everything will be okay then. I wish we were out at the well, but there's no service down there. I'd love to show you guys that road. All right, I'm gonna get going. It was good to get on here with you guys, but I do have some things I got to get done today and some phone calls I got to make. JP, thanks for being here. Justin, Johan, Carbon Base, all of you guys, appreciate you. And yeah, we'll probably get this wrapped up here tomorrow, get it all fixed and get going and figure out which way we're gonna go for the week. And I got to get this oil sold and Make sure that well is running. It's only one well. We're down to one well. There's a long story behind all that, but I don't know what's going to happen with that. I have put an offer in to buy that well. Probably a terrible time to do it, but if the owner gets fed up with that well, I told him I wanted first shot at it, and that would be very interesting. I don't know if owning a well would improve or make my problems worse. All right, folks, I'm going to get going. Thanks y'all for being here. Y'all be blessed. We'll see you.